Welcome to Meet Mind. This is the show where we delve beneath the surface of the digital culture to uncover hidden insights. I'm your host with Untitled, and in this episode, we'll be exploring five. First, we'll have a look on the attention spectrum, a framework that helps us understand how different content captures and holds our attention. The attention spectrum ranges from level 1 to level 5, depending upon how addicting or engaging the content is. At level 1 basically means it's very superficial, surface level, see it, you're like, alright, afford. And level 5 is like, you store this somewhere, have a little reading about it. It's the stuff that lasts for a long while. And you find that you go to this meme off and tell that shit or the stuff that flips. First up, we have the first meme, which is with five ideas. First of them is the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. This is by Franklin D. Roosevelt. This specific thing sits at level 2. For obvious reasons, familiarity. That's widely known. It looks like it's something you'd say at a funeral. Looks very superficial. Why am I telling you all this? Because your important time on the internet needs to be nuanced and dynamic. You're the kind of person who looks at his history, goes with a fine-tooth comb, starts to tell the algorithm what exactly it is like and not like. And if you're anything like me, you want to make sure that you're watching screws with the counter. This is level 2 because in the right context, when that low moment arrives, you want to make sure you're that this thing will get you to. But maybe not that specific code, maybe a different interpretation, better interpretation. This time it's not. Second one, distracted wood. This meme is an internet staple. You'll also find this at level 2 because it's kind of obvious. It's simple, it's easily recognizable, you sort of know what you're getting into. But, could also be used as a way to say, well, what about other things in life that are not just about proper enforcement? These may really try to reinforce stereotypes. But if we just throw guys and girls, and then we get into double standards about guys and girls only do these things, rather than looking at the behavior itself. No context. How do biases shape our understanding? And how do we uncover different deeper changes? Well, to be frank, this is the dull time we under very distracted. Every distracting situation, I'm doom scrolling, at a shopping mall, any time where you're out there and your wallet's on, this means could fly. This means would, but it would have to come with different interpretations and practices. So, I mean, this is a really good meme. A very old one that I really like. The third one, this is a quote that says, I'm not a businessman, I'm a business man. JT, this is a level 2. This is not that obvious to most people. Like, it's about not working for someone else, it's about generating wealth and having more interconnected streams of wealth given their mind. Well, why level 2? Well, a clever twist on the business and really sort of gives you the twist and also does it in the same words. So you don't have to like really it sticks with you longer. But also it tells you about how the world is not as linear as it should. So the fourth one, the expanding brain meme. This meme illustrates how knowledgeable you are and how enlightening your wisdom is. Basically. The first part, I get to show you how smart I am. Immediate gratification. It's visually engaging and very consumable. It's very simple. The progressive linear motion, which is immediately understandable. The characteristics of these, but the problem is it's oversimplified. Most of our insights are far from linear. They're not that easy to get, especially in their way of life. Usually sort of fluctuate in the spectrum of 1 2 3 in different points of time. This is really trying to encapsulate that in one need. Or I'll be careful as to how the linear sense of things and how the past logic might influence but overturn the present logic. How much rate of change is there between them? So that might be a problem because the past may too much influence the present, because you're not really keeping track of context. That might be a bias here, but otherwise this is a great meme. It's really without have this in my collection any day. The fifth one. Everybody will be world famous in 15 minutes. It's this guy named Andy Warhol. He said this statement, and it felt like this is the level. It's kind of obvious. Everybody wants to be relevant. They want attention. They want fame. But they don't realize the fleeting nature of all this fame. What ways have we sort of transiently gone and tried to voice our opinion? Transient recognition? Is it really transient? Well, depends on context. What do you think? That's it. Now, in, at the end of this whole thing, since we can call on to the ultra attention zone, let's reflect upon how our attention spectrum aids our understanding. Content always doesn't progress linearly. Sometimes it takes a while to process each and everything in subjectivity and interpretation. These levels aren't fixed, they depend on individual perspectives and our willingness to delve deeper. Do these assigned levels match your interpretations? How might your personal experiences influence or even place these cycles on expression? By recognizing you may realize how biased or linear train of thought is. The next insight that you have about anything you do, whether it's running your business, whether it's taking care of teams or family or any of that stuff, or you're in a leadership position, managing teams. Great perception is always a blessing, and we often find ourselves biased, and there's some personal validating truth that we are not looking at. These minds might just reflect back and give you the insight. My attempt is to give you that insight. So you have a meme collection or a collection of media that you're proud of, that your personal history is more curated, that when someone asks for your personal history, you're more than proud to share it. It's not often that throughout the industry ask someone to check their personal history, and they're very proud of it. And it's so much investment on social media and how our media should be created. Not a lot of people talk about watch time. Not a lot of people talk about, hey, what's your collection like? We're not very proud to show our history. And we can change this through this show, where we delve into these complexities and we try and point out the biases. I'm not going to tell you or judge you. I'll just show you where the biases may be and how this may be multi-layered or nuanced so you can deal with situations better. Drawing from these explorations, let's create our own neat mind, a reflection spectrum inviting personal interpretation. This is an image standing before you, 5 mirrors, each representing different levels of attention. Mirror 1, what I see, my exact reflection, what I think I see. Level 2, a slightly altered reflection, what others see. Mirror 3, You in various social roles, what society expects you to see. Therefore, a blend of you and the influences, what media tells you to find an abstract and multifaceted image, what I could become. The actual meme, your reflection changes the actual caption. Your reflection changes based on the mirror you choose. Where does your focus lie on the attention span? This probably tries to combine all the five memes we discussed into one encapsulated one. What do you think? Do you want this to be in your collection? Tell me your thoughts below. Which one was the resonating one?